Hey there everybody, Aaron here, and welcome back to Digimon World 1. So, after the end of the last episode, I took a little bit of time and looked a few things up to try and get an idea of... Actually, I only looked one thing up, and it was mainly to try and get an idea of where we were at with Kabuterimon here. And after doing that, I have decided we're going to try... Basically, I looked at the conditions usually used to obtain Hercules Kabuterimon, and we actually fit those conditions already, and he still hasn't digivolved. And so instead of kind of sitting on our hands and waiting to see if he will digivolve before we decide what to do, before we try and do anything else, we are going to just actively try and obtain his other Digivolution, which is Metal Mamemon, which, if you've watched all of these episodes, you may remember me mentioning that I would like to obtain Metal Mamemon. So we're going to go ahead and sort all of this actually real quick. And it's pretty easy to obtain him. Well, I wouldn't say it's easy to obtain him. It's not easy to obtain any ultimate in this game. But I've looked up what his stats are and stuff. So this episode's mainly probably going to be us trying to obtain him. And I know one of the biggest things, like I've mentioned, for the Mamemons in general, one of the biggest stats for them is weight. The Digimon's weight has to be pretty low. So that's why you saw me buy a bunch of super carrots from Vegemon just now. That's what I was buying as I was quickly tabbing through that stuff. And that's because super carrots actually lower your Digimon's weight by 2 or some such. And they also boost training, so both the super carrot and the hawk radish boost different training things. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be training Kabuterimon and any of the things that the super carrot boosts. See, as you can see, it's easy with him because he eats a pretty large amount, but you can see his weight's dropped to 30 now. So basically that's all we're going to feed him for the moment. But we need to work on getting some of his other stats up. Unfortunately, we're pretty close to where we need to be on these stats. Just through the fighting we've done with him, the training we've already done with him, and the chips that we gave him forever ago. That was weird that popped up there. And it was funky again, which really sucks. He was hungry, right? Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't start getting text glitches again. That was fixed when I did this last time. And I've not been having a ton of trouble with it, but I'm sure we will have issues. Since we were doing a bunch of training here, one of the other things we're going to do real quick is we're going to let him go to the bathroom. I'll finish feeding him, and then we're going to go ahead and go rest with Centarumon, and that's just so we can try to avoid putting him into full-on stressed out status or whatever that's called. The mighty overworked status is what it really is. See, now we'll check his weight here again. And there will be a bit of number balancing here with him. Because we want to be, I think it's 10 is the ideal number you're supposed to be shooting for Metal Mamemon. So we'll be shooting to balance that. Fortunately, I did mess with these a little bit to find out how much weight you gain or lose depending from a couple of these items. You'll lose 2 weight from super carrots, and you'll gain 3 from sirloin. So we'll probably end up using that to balance. You'll also gain like 1 weight from regular meat, 2 from giant meat. So Okay, we just rested there real quick, and it's just, like I said, to avoid making him stressed out, because that lowers happiness and discipline and all kinds of other crap, so we're not gonna... And if I remember right, one of the bonus conditions for Metal Mamemon is actually happiness related, so having good high happiness is good. But we'll get a couple more trainings in before this day is over. And we have plenty of time before he dies. I think he's only, what, 9 or something now? He's 10 right now. So that's not too bad. We've got a couple of days to get this, try to get his stats in order. So, in case you're curious, the stats that you're trying to hit for Metal Mamemon are 400 and everything. And then weight, I think it was 10. And high happiness is a bonus condition on him. So that's the goal. Okay, I'm going to feed him this one, and then we're going to check where he's at. Okay, we'll go ahead and give him... We'll have to do some juggling here. And okay, he's at 9 now, so we'll see where he's at when he gets up again and is hungry next time. Okay, so we're done with brains. Now we just need to get his speed up, and we will have hit. At least that's what the thoughts are as far as his training goes, or obtaining Metal Mamemon. So let's go ahead and put him to sleep. And this may not work, who knows. There are still some finicky things at times with certain Digivolutions, so it's hard to know for sure. His weight's down a lot, so we'll give him a sirloin when he gets hungry this time. If we get to where we actually have, I think, nice, 5 pieces. If we get to where he's got all his stats over 400, I'll try to, I may feed him when he doesn't want to be fed or whatever to try and get his weight where it needs to be. And hopefully that'll cause him to digivolve. Because I'm sure it'll make him mad, because they don't like to be fed when they're not supposed to be, when they're not hungry. But we'll give her a go here. And he's hungry, so we'll go ahead and give him the sirloin. Where did that put him at? Where's he at now? Okay, he is at 9. Still. So essentially he needs one more weight point with the stats the right level to hit Metal Mamemon. We'll do a couple more trainings and then we'll go rest with Centaurumon again. I'm hoping that we can get him to Digivolve because Metal Mamemon I do believe doesn't have a problem being in the cold, which would allow us to obtain a couple of the Freezeland Digimon. There's still there's one for sure that we still won't be able to get. And that's Frigimon, because that requires you to have a Digimon get sick while you're there. Okay, so we're at 400 with everything. So we'll go rest with Centaurumon. One of the things super carrots are supposed to increase training for is actually MP, so that's probably just what we'll start doing training on. Oh, he's at 6 again already. Jeez. Here, we'll try this. So give him a meat, we give him a sirloin. His weight should be at 10 then. Okay, so his weight's right, all his stats are right, so we'll see what happens. We'll just have to keep paying attention to the weight is all. But we'll have him rest so that we'll do some MP training. And maybe some more offense training. Okay, we'll check his weight. Whoops. Next time he needs to be fed again. And see where he's at. And hopefully he will digivolve and we can continue. Alright, let's go do some MP training. As far as the stuff I've looked at says there doesn't seem to be hit point or MP requirements for Metal Momemon. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea, truthfully. And that's just because there's a lot of things still unknown, even after all these years with this game. As far as like what will require Digimon to digivolve. Or cause, I should say, not require. Whoops. Nope, 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 stop, stop, stop. So where's he at? He's at 10, so... Let's see here, if we do this, we can... And this is the part that I think is going to be the most annoying, is trying to get the weight thing right. Okay, so he needs to lose 1. We'll go ahead and do another one of these. He's going to want to sleep here. Yep. Alright, so we will put him to sleep and continue. If we don't get him today, I don't know what we'll do for sure. Just because we've kind of hit all of the targets on him. Oh, we should go grab... So I guess we'll just see what happens if that's the case. We can still probably try to start going through Mount Infinity. Because I don't remember, because I haven't been there for in the game. I haven't been in Mount Infinity in a long time, but I'm sure it's probably a fairly long dungeon. Oop, oh, got something. Good, sweet. Well, he's digivolving into something anyway, even if it isn't Metal Momemon, I don't care. At least it's something. Alright. I've always wanted to get to use a Metal Momemon. I've never succeeded at that. Oh, hey, we got a tamer level. Oh, I bet that's because we've obtained enough ultimates for that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and have him go to sleep. Face down, apparently. Alright, so we'll do 1 day with him here. He gets up pretty early. So now we don't really need to worry about his weight anymore, at least. We got a pretty decent stat boost. Let's see. I think we'll do that. I think that's what we'll go for his stuff. Gets the sirloin. Alright, so we want to go. Whoops. Actually, I wanted to look at my how much money we have got. We should be sitting pretty good still. Yeah, we'll be doing fine. Pardon me, I didn't bother to kind of see what we've got item-wise. Got a decent amount of recovery stuff, so we should be okay. Again, I'm holding my joystick to the left, hopefully avoid getting caught, and we did. Okay, we need to do a little looking around, because I don't remember which map we need to go to here to find Garurumon. I know that it's if you come from Misty Trees to Freezeland, you will find him. That's Frigimon's house, I'm pretty sure. Garurumon is kind of funky in this. He's one of the few Digimon I do remember. Here he is. From the my original playthroughs, and you have to fight him. I believe it's you fight him once, and then your Digimon has to fight him on his own later. Meaning you can't give him items or anything. He has to fight entirely on his own. I think it's the next day. Go, Metal Mamemon! We'll see if I leave that one metal one on here or not. Not the... Oh, I didn't buy any Various. I wish I had. Oh, that would have been smart of me. I think it's a Metal Sprinter or whatever. We'll see if I leave that on. I don't care for that move much, if you recall. It can be really nice at times in large group fights, but otherwise it's kind of... It's annoying when your Digimon uses it and doesn't need to. Well, he's not too bad of a fighter anyway. Here we go! Wow, I was really slow on that one. I was kind of sad how slow I was there. Garurumon dropped an HP chip. I think we'll just go ahead and give this to him. I never lose to anybody if it's a fair fight. Let's fight 101. Come back tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Okay, so we'll need to come back here tomorrow at 4 o'clock. We will leave well ahead of that because I'm not exactly sure what time 4 o'clock is on here. I think it's right when it starts to become dusk, or during the dusk time frame on here. Okay, at least I know how to get here again. I could not remember that. I usually encountered it going through Misty Trees So I couldn't remember. That's why I couldn't remember the freeze land way to get there. Okay, so one of the other guys, groups we can work on here is the Myojimon. I'll feed him once we get off the screen here. So we need to go see what they need because I don't know. I have a pen and paper though, so I will I'll write it down so we can start working on trying to get all of that together. Penguilmon is one of the other guys then, one of the last guys then that we can work on out here. Okay, so this is the one that we use the money trick on, so we want to complete him first. Okay, we've done that one. So we need an omnipotent for him. Because since there's 3 of these guys and a Digi-Anchovy, that'll be easy to get. I think we have to buy some of those anyway, because I think we have to use fish. I think we have to use fish to play Penguilmon's game. If I remember right. The last Myojimon that you give all of his stuff to is the one that joins the city, so that's why we want to... This is the one we want to do last. And I'll mention why when we go look at this other one. The black trout is probably going to be a pain. That'll work out okay though, I guess, because it'll take time to get that. I think we have to fish for that. I don't think you can buy that anywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna double check this real quick. I haven't been to where the other one's at in a while. I think he's next to Penguilmon's cave though. You have to play. Oh, what is that called? Curling. You have to curl with Penguilmon to get him to join you. I think you have to beat him to get him to join the city. And then you can actually, yeah, there he is. Okay, there's the Myojimon. So let's go see what he has. This last Myojimon has, I think it's called like hair grower or something like that. It's the Digi-Evolution item that you can use to get him. So that's why usually he's kept. Yeah, hair grower. Oh, actually this works out okay for us. Let's go ahead and do that. And do that, because that we can then go and talk to the one. So we need a happy mushrooms all for him. That's probably going to be a pain too, because those only show up. We have to pick that up in the forest, I think. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and give the omnipotent that we just got to the one. Now, if I was smart, I would have bought some Digi-Anchovies before we came out here, because I knew about that. Well, I didn't know that this guy required it. I'm pretty sure that's what you have to use to pay to play Penguilmon's game. Alright, so let's go talk to Penguilmon. We'll see. We'll find out. So we've only got to get 2 items to finish those guys off, which is actually good, since we want to keep those 2. I may have to look up where you get the happy mushroom for sure. I'm pretty sure it's only in the forest by town. you want to play a match with me? If you win, I'll do whatever you say. Digimon curling. Nothing the first time. Oh, so we get a freebie this time, I guess. Now, at one point in time, I could do this on the first try easily and win. I haven't done this in so long though that I will not expect that. Move the screen up or down with the direction pad. Okay, the power thing was the thing. I was trying to remember how that worked. Your throw strength, because it matters a lot. We'll give this a go. This will kind of be a practice run because it's been a while. One way to beat him, one strategy I know that is used by a good number of people with him, is to actually try to knock all of his... Oh, we didn't get any of the good ones this time. That sucks, we got all mediums. One of the tricks is to just knock all of his... knock all of his ones out of the way, so that's too much. So yeah, like he did really good there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Oh, he used one of the pegged ones. Crap! Well, we're gonna lose this one. The pegged ones are really annoying because you can't get rid of them. And he put it in like the best spot to screw you over. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we can't... We basically can't win this one now, for the most part. Of course, to some extent, he screwed himself over, too. Wow, really? I don't ever recall seeing him do this, actually. Actually hit, like, use those stupid spiked ones and screw you over like that. I basically can't win this anymore. I don't have enough things, and I screwed that up anyway. I'm only not that great because you gave me none of the fancy ones and totally screwed me over. I think he just knocked mine into... Yeah, he gave me points. That's funny. Well, we might be able to try and do something with this. We'll see. He almost gave me a point there. That would have been really cool if he had, actually. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. Nope. Well, I tried. To be honest, with 3 points, normally you would probably win. But the fact that he got the 2 spiked points and then hits the front goal spots on both of them is pretty ridiculous. Like, seriously, I don't think I have ever seen that happen. And don't try to tell me that this game always works out that way, because I know I've beaten him on the first try. Not a brag, just the truth. Oh, actually, we should go give that medium recovery to the one dude. And then we'll sell one of those things. Okay, so we'll go buy some Digi anchovies. And we'll see if we can't buy some of these other things that we need for the others. Alright, autopilot. Giant meat we can buy from the shop. We can only buy it sometimes. It depends on who's working the shop, I do believe. And Digi anchovies, I'm pretty almost positive we can get from the vending machine by Dromon's tunnel. Grimojimon's tunnel. It's been a while. Okay, there's the high-speed discs. That's one of them that we need. Meat. Yeah, we can't get the giant meat at the moment. One of them sells it. I just don't remember which one it is. So... we got the high-speed disc. Let's see who's in the secret shop today. Numamon. I don't think we want anything from him. Yeah, he's just got the repel stuff. Okay, let's go to Dromojimon's tunnel and see. We'll want to buy a couple because it may take a few games. Because the luck part of the on Penguinmon's games might really bite us in the butt. That's okay. We should have plenty of days to get through stuff now. Since Digivolving to Ultimate adds like a ridiculous number of days to how long Digimon live. Oh, I was thinking it was up here, but it's not. It's down on the beach. I think black trout's even the fish that if you feed it to your Digimon, it gives that, like, it extends their life by 2 days or something like that. So we might get stuck fishing for that. That's gonna suck. Ooh. Not that it'd matter if we fought him, I guess, really. In truth. Oops. I was just trying not to waste the time, really. I suppose what we should do is take Metal Mamemon back, or take him to Factorial Town and have him fight guys and see if we can't get some more of the machine moves. We're not even about to picking that up. Oh, well, that's convenient. I think we'll run over to Kunamon's bed for a second. So I'm thinking that's... I think that's supposed to be one of the better places to get the mushroom from. And there's the poo from earlier. From a long time ago at this point. Alright. Now let's go get the anchovies at least taken care of. I think what I'll do, probably in between, oh man, in between these episodes, is I'll probably look up where some of these other things are at. and see if we can get the black trout without having to fish for it. And that's just because I don't want to take the time. So this episode's obviously going to be longer, even than I intended. Hopefully that doesn't bug you too much. But we're kind of getting some stuff done, so... Okay, we gotta remember to go fight Garurumon. That'll be a next episode thing. I was thinking that we could buy Digi-Anchovies somewhere. Apparently not. Oh, I didn't want to fish. I want to feed him. I was wondering what the hell happened there. I was like, where did all of my stuff in here go? Been a while since we fished. These small guys up here are the Digi-Anchovies. I know that much. They always are. That's really pretty sad that an anchovy is like beating me. He should be wearing out soon. It shouldn't take that, like, it shouldn't be this hard to catch one. This is kind of silly. There we go, finally. Now there's one. I'll have to look that up. I'm thinking you can buy Digi-Anchovies from somewhere. Don't remember for sure. We're gonna run around here a little bit and see if we don't have a run around the forest. Oh man, I need to quit running into things. We will probably go ahead and, before we end this episode, run back up there and at least give the two items that we've got. Because the one Digi-Anchovy we have will finish the most important of the Myojimon, the one we really don't want to lose because he's our money trick guy. Although ultimately, even if it did screw it up and we lost him, at this point in the game I wouldn't be super heartbroken about it. I was gonna say, we're not even getting like having normal mushrooms spawn in here. Oh, dang it, man. I'm just not on the dodging thing today. It's kind of nice that they can, those beams can still come back and hit them. This is Edamon's house, I think. Okay, I'll definitely have to check about the happy mushrooms for sure. I should probably go check and see what we have in the bank, because I don't remember what we've got in there anymore. So I think we'll head back to town here. And I'll take some time in between the episodes, like I said, and look some of this stuff up. And a lot of that is just because I want to, like, if I can avoid having to spend forever fishing, I would like to do that, because fishing is just kind of a pain in this game. Takes up a ton of time and is just kind of annoying. All right, well, we took care of that. Boom. Well, let's fly back to Friesland real quick and take care of the guys that we've finished. That's awesome. Because we'll be able to finish off 2 of them right away. Biomon's still in here. Nope. Let's see if Patamon's the one. I don't remember who it is, but I know one of them does sell giant meat. Then again, maybe we're screwed on the giant meat. I don't know. I was thinking that they all had slightly different inventories, but that might be wrong, I guess. I guess if giant meat isn't available to us anymore, we're just gonna be, there's not much we can do. We just won't be able to finish getting those guys. And that was just an oversight on my part. Because that would mean you wouldn't want to upgrade to Digimon before you get them. And honestly, you can obtain them pretty early in the game if you just have somebody that can stand being in Friesland for any period of time. And we've not had the greatest luck with that. Alright, let's give him that. And we have one of this guy's items too. Oops, I don't think this connects, does it? Nope. Okay, Metal Mamimon's gonna want to go to sleep here not too long, so we might actually have to keep him up to fight Garurumon. And there we go. Technically, we can Digivolve a guy into Myojimon now. Took care of that, and that, and that. Alright, let's go ahead and autopilot, and we'll just do some training real quick to end the day. And then remember that the next day we need to go fight Garurumon. Andromon's hanging out. Wow, is he still hungry? No, that was weird. He didn't give the... I'm full alert or whatever. Well, we should be fine as far as 4 o'clock goes, because he doesn't need to sleep until now. So that should be alright. Alright, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode. We finally got Kabuterimon to Digivolve. Kind of a weird Digivolution as far as it coming from Kabuterimon, but hey, that's how it goes. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care. And